Welcome to South Sudan, a vibrant country playing hopscotch with its neighbors, Sudan, Ethiopia, and Uganda. This geographical game of tag isn't just for fun. It shapes their cultural and economic interactions. Just think of it. Geography is like the ultimate coach, guiding how a place develops. Who knew the map could be so influential? Now, let's take a quick tour through South Sudan's backyards, which are absolutely bursting with diverse ecosystems like tropical savannas and wetlands. These aren't just pretty pictures, they're home to some unique wildlife. Conservation efforts here are like superhero capes for protecting these natural treasures. After all, who wants to lose a precious turtle friend, right? Speaking of backyards, the terrain is a mix of flat plains, wetlands, and a few hilly regions that make farming an adventure. Picture farmers navigating their way through the landscape, all while the White Nile looks on, like a wise old uncle guiding the way. It's a real-life nature show, folks. But wait, it's not all sunshine and rainbows in South Sudan. There are some environmental challenges lurking around. Issues like deforestation for charcoal, soil erosion, and biodiversity loss are knocking at the door. These pressing challenges need our attention like a kid with a puppy wanting playtime. Urgently, let's help keep this place thriving. Now, let's chat about the people of South Sudan, a melting pot with a rich multicultural mix of about 10 million folks. Can you believe there are around 60 major ethnic groups? The Dinka group holds the crown as the biggest, with around 35% of the population. It's like a family reunion where everyone brings their unique dish to the potluck. And speaking of languages, oh boy, you're in for a treat. South Sudan boasts a colorful palette of languages, with Dinka taking the spotlight. English is the official language, perfect for when you need to order pizza, while Arabic is the go-to over in the northern regions. Imagine the fun you'd have trying to learn them all, like a family game night with language bingo. Now, let's get to everyone's favorite part, food. Have you heard of kisra? It's a delectable flatbread made from sorghum or corn flour, often served with hearty stews. It's like a warm hug on a plate, showcasing the delicious culinary traditions of South Sudan. Yum! Who's getting hungry over here? And if that's not enough to whet your appetite, enter F madams, a popular dish in East Africa featuring stewed fava beans seasoned with spices. It's a delightful explosion of flavors showcasing all the local ingredients. Just imagine, every bite brings you closer to the heart and soul of South Sudanese cooking. Talk about a family feast. Now, let's take a quick jaunt through history. South Sudan has deep roots with ancient kingdoms that shaped trade and cultural interactions, especially with Egypt. It's like a history class where the teacher tells the best stories about how the region got its identity. Spoiler alert, it involves a lot of interesting characters. But as with all family dynamics, there were some bumps along the way. The British colonial administration couldn't resist meddling, managing the North and South Sudan separately, which only stirred the pot of cultural conflicts. It's like trying to divide dessert at a family gathering. Someone's always left unsatisfied. Next, the imposition of Arab culture and Islam in southern Sudan sparked quite the disagreement, leading to revolts and violent government responses. This was the ignition for the First Sudanese Civil War. It's like a family feud gone way too far, leaving everyone with a lot of unresolved feelings. Fast forward to 2005, when South Sudan gained autonomy, and then independence in 2011. That's like graduating from high school. But even with the cap and gown, they still wrestled with old grievances. These leftover issues have been party crashers, getting in the way of peace and development in their new nation. What a messy family reunion! Now, on to some exciting developments. South Sudan is making strides to diversify its economy. They're rolling up their sleeves to develop agriculture, livestock, and manufacturing sectors. However, traditional farming techniques and a pinch of underinvestment are slowing things down. It's like having a big family project but forgetting to buy the supplies. And last but certainly not least, let's talk about the road situation. Only 10% of roads are paved. It's like trying to drive on a giant bowling lane with potholes. This lack of infrastructure makes transportation as expensive as a fancy restaurant meal and hampers economic growth. Talk about a bumpy ride to success. And of course, South Sudan's foreign relations are a bit like a soap opera, complicated and full of drama, especially regarding Sudan. Their history is peppered with conflicts and unresolved issues over oil and borders, making things tricky for their economy. Just when you think you've got it all figured out, cue the plot twist. Sudan is like the world's most interesting sandwich, nestled between Egypt and Ethiopia, adding a sprinkle of cultural flavor. This strategic location has cooked up a rich blend of historical and cultural interactions that make the country one of a kind. Now, speaking of variety, Sudan has enough geographical features to fill a bingo card. From the imposing Nubian desert to the lush Nile River Valley, which is basically the country's salad bowl, supporting agriculture and all. These regions play a big role in shaping Sudan's culture and economy, like the right toppings on a pizza, essential for that perfect flavor. But wait, the climate in Sudan throws in its own twist. Imagine sandstorms in the deserts, like nature's own confetti cannon. These weather patterns don't just spice up the daily life. They also influence agricultural practices. You've got to appreciate a place where Mother Nature keeps everyone guessing, right? Now, let's meet the stars of the population show, a dazzling array of ethnic groups. With Arabs and Black Africans leading the troupe, this diversity creates a vibrant social fabric that's more colorful than a box of crayons. Talk about a family reunion where everyone brings their own unique dish. As for religion, Islam is the headliner in Sudan, with around 90% of the folks being Sunni Muslims. But it's not a one-size-fits-all kind of show. The South adds a sprinkle of Christian diversity, creating a delightful contrast, like mixing chocolate and peanut butter. And let's not forget about food. Oh boy, if you love to eat, Sudan's cuisine is an adventure waiting to happen. With local ingredients like beans and veggies taking the lead, traditional dishes such as full madams and mullah stew are like a hug for your taste buds, though you'll need a good napkin or two. Now, if we hop in our time machine, we find that Sudan's history goes way back, like really way back. Human settlements here date back over 60,000 years to the Paleolithic era. That's right, Sudan was making history before many of us even learned how to tie our shoes. As we zoom forward, we encounter powerful kingdoms like Kush and Meroe along the Nile River. These guys built pyramids and borrowed Egyptian hieroglyphs, leaving behind a legacy that still puzzles historians and makes for great trivia night topics. Then came the introduction of Islam, thanks to Arab invasions, which kicked off a major cultural makeover. New regional powers popped up, like the Fung and Fur Sultanates, changing the religious landscape as dramatically as a closet makeover on a reality show. But hold on to your hats, folks. Colonial influences stirred the pot, causing a ruckus as British policies favored Christian missionaries while giving Arab and Islamic cultures the cold shoulder. This imbalance didn't just make dinner awkward. It set the stage for future conflicts that had everyone on edge. After gaining independence, Sudan faced a roller coaster ride of civil wars, leading to the secession of South Sudan in 2011. Imagine trying to balance on a seesaw with someone who just keeps jumping off. Definitely not a recipe for stability. Economically, Sudan has taken a few hits, primarily relying on agriculture and livestock. The loss of oil reserves post-South Sudan's independence has made things trickier, making the economy feel like it's been sent to the corner for a timeout. The political instability has left its mark on economic planning, contributing to widespread poverty that's more stubborn than your kids refusing to clean their rooms. This tough situation has complicated development efforts like a Rubik's Cube that nobody can solve. Now, let's not overlook the artistic side of Sudan. The visual arts here reflect a charming blend of ancient traditions and modern influences, creating connections from the Kingdom of Kush to contemporary expressions that even your grandma would love. As we wrap things up, the evolution of artistic styles in Sudan showcases beautiful calligraphy and geometric designs influenced by Islam. It's like watching a creative relay race across the centuries, especially during the Anglo-Egyptian rule where everyone decided to get a little artsy. Ahoy there, fellow landlubbers. Buckle up for an adventure on the good old Nile River, where history comes alive faster than your kids can eat their snacks. These cruises whisk you away to heaps of historical